The Mountain's Secret. A man, driven by a deep longing, set his sights on a towering mountain. The whispers of the world spoke of a treasure hidden at its summit, a promise of fulfillment, success, and life's ultimate reward. With his heart fixed on this vision, he spent years preparing, planning, and sacrificing. The mountain became more than a physical challenge. It was symbolic of the aspirations and ambitions he carried silently within him. He believed the treasure at the top would justify every ounce of effort he poured into this journey. Isn't that, after all, how many of us face our professional lives? We chase milestones, promotions, and goals, convinced the pinnacle will be where happiness resides. Finally, after years of relentless perseverance, he reached the summit. But instead of the riches he imagined, he found only a small stone weathered by the elements. Inscribed in simple, unassuming words it read, "The climb was the treasure." Time stopped as he read those words. He stood in stunned silence, the wind whispering across the peak. The treasure wasn't a tangible reward waiting on the apex, but something far more elusive, an awareness that had been shaping him all along. He turned to gaze at the trails he had crossed, the narrow paths, sharp ridges, dense forests, and unexpected storms, all once seen as adversities, now stood as monuments to his resilience. Each challenge had demanded more from him, forced him to adapt, to grow, to reflect. The valleys stretched far beneath him, and in their winding complexity, he finally saw the truth. The climb wasn't a means to an end. It was the end. This is where the lesson lies for reflective individuals. The mountain, though figurative, exists in all our lives. It may take the form of career advancement, financial stability, or personal achievement. We are all climbers in one way or another, scaling our own metaphorical peaks, with hope and expectation fueling our ascent. Yet, how often do we pause to reflect on the journey itself? We glorify the goal, but the moments that stretch between the starting point and the summit are where the transformation happens. The late nights spent refining skills, the unplanned setbacks that teach us resilience, the quiet victories that no one else sees, these are what shape us into who we are. The treasure, then, isn't the plaque on the door or the applause in the boardroom. It's the wisdom, strength, and understanding we gain along the way. It is the realization that purpose and fulfillment don't come tied with a ribbon at the end. They are sewn into the fabric of the effort, the persistence, and the growth. When the man finally descended the mountain, he carried no gold, no riches, no proof of success other than the change within himself. But that change was everything. His perspective had shifted, and with it, his understanding of the world. Why do we shy away from looking back? In our race to the finish line, we forget the beauty of hindsight, the quiet gift of appreciating how far we've come. Reflective individuals, perhaps more than anyone, understand the value of growth through experience. Every task we undertake, every meeting, every project leaves an imprint, even when the outcomes don't. Take a moment to consider your own ascent. How have the processes and challenges you faced molded the person you are today? What inner treasures have you gathered, even if they came from moments of failure or trial? It's a humbling exercise, but one that can transform how you view your ambitions. The journey often matters more than the destination. Such simple words, yet they carry a weight of truth that is often overlooked. In a world obsessed with results, it is easy to look past the incremental moments that draw us forward, the connections we build, the lessons that emerge unexpected, the courage we muster to face the uncertain. As human beings, our purpose isn't just to achieve but to grow. To climb with curiosity, embrace the struggles, and celebrate the steps along the way. The summit may hold no treasure, but the climb itself will leave us rich. The man's story is not an uncommon one. It resonates with all who seek more from life, who look to their own mountains with the hope of attaining something greater. But perhaps the greatest gift we can give ourselves is the chance to redefine success. Success isn't waiting at the peak, it's woven into the climb. It's in the sweat on your brow, the strength in your stride, and the reflections you carry forward. So, as you take your next step, whether in your career, relationships, or personal growth, ask yourself, are you chasing a treasure at the top, or are you discovering the treasure in the journey? The mountain has secrets to share for those willing to listen. Let's not wait to arrive before we learn to appreciate the climb.